Let me bring in my great mate, Paul Murray, now joining me on the desk.
Hello, big boy.
How you going? You had a big weekend. You talked last night about your big weekend on the show. But
I don't drink, but why am I still tired?
Yeah, because you got to sleep. You do have to sleep, mate. Now, look, I want to get onto a political controversy in a moment, but I want to start off on the Oscars, because you know my view. I hate all the American showbiz, and I think Hollywood just doesn't make any decent movies anymore, and I think the Oscars is a load of crud. You tell me why I'm wrong, because I think you love it, don't you?
I think you're 9 times out of 10 correct about the most recent run of films. Literally, an Oscar was given to a Best Picture from a film a couple of years ago where a lady fell in love with a fish, OK? So I
what
get
was that
it.
called?
That was something of water. I don't know, in the shade of water, who cares? Anyway, Nomadland, these are very little watched films. The good thing about this year was Barbie and Oppenheimer, between them, $2 billion at the box office. They were legit phenomena that people went and saw. Some people lost their mind because Barbie didn't get nominated for enough. It didn't win very much. But Oppenheimer, quite correctly, like one of those big movies like, say, a Schindler's List before or a Return of the King, a big movie that lots of people saw, won lots of Oscars. And for it, in and of itself, as escapism, sure. But are there too many lefty flogs?
Yeah, we'll be in agreement on that. But Oppenheimer, in my view, is a pretty good film. I don't think as good as all the hype, but it's a
long too.
It's a good film. Barbie, I shall go to my grave without ever seeing that, so I have to take other people's words for that. But
I was taken to a midnight screening. The producers on our show went, all right, let's go to the midnight screening, let's wear the pink. I did it all. I sat there, I got it, I understood it, and I just went, done.
And has there been much woke stuff at the Oscars this time around?
The Jimmy Kimmel, who of course is one of those late night comedians who aren't funny. Instead, they sort of have an upward inflection at the end of a sentence to denote humour. But generally speaking, it's sort of MSNBC Trump stuff. He was okay, I'll be honest, pretty straight, fairly tepid at the start.
No Ricky
Then he
Gervais.
started coming out and sort of reading Trump's live social posts, whatever.
All right, got to get to utes. Now, I know you've been all over this on the show, but this is what they're trying to do. Now local councils are getting into it, and they want to charge higher parking fees for bigger utes. And Chris Bowen is out there trying to pretend he's going to do more on emissions in this country than any other country has done in 5 years, and it's not going to cost us more.
But, OK, few million things will quickly deal with you. So he firstly comes out and spins as a distraction from petrol taxes going up, which they did on the same day that they announced, oh, if you do the right thing, buy this, the sun's in the right place and you sort of jump on one leg, you'll get $1,000. That now, over the weekend, just blew up to $1,800 of savings, right? No one's tested that, no one's pushed that, he just puts the number out there. But the reality is that you've got places like the ACT that will not sell anything that is a combustion engine in 2035. There's conversations happening in states about not registering cars that are older than 10 years. So, again, what is so infuriating about this decision is Australia's 1% of the world's problem. And even if they fixed 100% of the car component of 1% of the world's problem, talk about China first.
Yeah, exactly. Great stuff, Paul. We'll hear more from you at 9 o'clock. Paul Murray live at 9 o'clock tonight. We've got to get to a break. On the other side,